these niggas robbing. These niggas robbed the goddamn. Oh, my car running too. My car running.
I'm not gonna go far.
You straight. Oh, this shit is crazy. Wow, go get over.
What's going on? It's My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. That was a robbery of a Waffle House in Mississippi. Y'all know how much I can't stand a thief. You rob a Waffle House, you're gonna get every bit of $500, $600, $700, and you risk the rest of your life for, and just three of y'all. How much y'all gonna split $200 a piece? Now, everybody's saying, yo, y'all just take out your phone. I swear, we just mind our business, don't we? My man, they like, you gonna call the police or what? However, the next question is this. What would you do if you saw that the person doing the robbery was your son that's wanted by the police? This next particular story is this. 18-year-old Zion Brown, 18 years old, undergrad at Loyola University Chicago. Story's gonna read, Metro Police said the robbery happened at 2:07 p.m. as the train was arriving at Van Buren Street, downtown Chicago. It pulled in, and Brown allegedly produced a handgun, robbing and demanding cash. Surveillance images showed the conductor standing on the platform with his hands up, raised above his head. Gunman tucked the gun into his pants. Brown decided to hold the conductor up after observing him handling money and said that, yo, starving college student, what do you expect? This is originally, so it's going to say mom marches her son to the police station because she recognized him as a suspect. He got $100 to buy a snack before his next university lecture. A Chicago student. Police said the images of the gunman and a woman turned his son in after recognizing him. She drove her 18-year-old son to the police station. Later that night of the armed robbery, his lawyer claimed he committed the crime because he was hungry and he needed a snack for school. This is him. Brown on LinkedIn said he was an undergrad student at Loyola University Chicago, where he's majoring in economics. Freshman was expecting to graduate 2025, although it wasn't clear whether he'll remain a student in good standing following his arrest. It is not the first time a mother had turned a child in. Now, they're going to go through other examples of mothers turning their children in. Now, that's the question. Will you or will you not turn your son in if you saw them as the suspect of a robbery? I'm going to say no. And the only reason I'm going to say no is because the system is not designed to rehabilitate. Once they put that felony on these young men, it's over. Young men or young lady, they can't get a job ever. Jobs are going to say, oh, yeah, see, even if it's 30 years later. Now, of course, you're rehabilitated 30 years later. Come on. But they're going to say anyway, see, they looking for an excuse not to hire some of these young men and women. Now they see a felony, they're like, see, against our policy, you can't hire them. And that's ridiculous. I think that everybody deserves a second chance, as this young man did. He was a college student. At least he was trying. And everybody can relate to the college student struggling. But that's no excuse to stick a gun. That'll traumatize somebody. It could have been over for somebody. So, should he have went to jail? Absolutely. Should, you send some of your children to jail? I would say yes, because it would teach them a lesson on what it's really like, on what the real world is, on what the prison walls is really. It will teach them a lesson, and possibly he probably won't make that mistake again. But the problem comes with the F that's on their background. They will not be able to get a job. I also want to talk about this meme right here. Now, this meme is going to come back to this particular story. I talk about issues on how it led up. On my show, I show you guys bad things that happen in the community, but I also tell you guys a solution to the problems that's going on in our communities and what can help. I'm watching this meme go around. Putting our children out at 18 without a plan is a generational curse. I would take that story further. However, before I do, it's only February. Total 33. just in 1 month. It's only the 21st day, and that's not even counting today. It's only 21 days in February. We already at 33. Year to date, 84. Some of these communities, if you live in some of these communities, call your realtor, call your landlord, say, hey, I'm gone. Inglewood, 7 already. Austin, 9. Grand Crossing. Last year, these communities, some of them was 87, 96. In 1 year, one community. And it's going to be that again this year. All right? If you have a realtor, you guys need to be making phone calls tonight like, hey, Humble Park. All right, so I want to bring you guys to the faces of some of these young men. These young men, so many times do we just see a face, just see a number, but we actually don't see who it is. And when you see who it is and when you see the faces, it hits a little bit harder. And we got to understand we are at a state of emergency. This is why I do what I do. This young man, Juwan Maxwell, only 21 years old. These young men I'm about to show you guys are barely old enough to get in the club. They should be enjoying going to the club for the first time. Juwan Maxwell, 21, 200 block of Exchange, Calumet City, February 21st. Wait a minute, that's today. Devontae Scott, 28, 5300 block of South Hermitage, back of the yard, South Side, February 20th, yesterday. This young man, Stefan Beck, 21 years old. All of these young men should be just going to the club. 5400 block of West Walton, Austin. Come on, man. West Side Chicago, February 19th, 2 days ago. Timothy Steele, 33, 9700 block of South Harper, Calumet Heights, South Side Chicago, February 18th. This young man, Devin Taylor, 27 years old, 8400 block, South Ingleside, South Shore, February 18th. All right, so now back to this meme. Putting your children out at 18 without a plan is a generational curse. I would agree with that. However, our community, it's so normal for us just to barely make it, and our expectations is like here, and everybody else's expectations is here. What I mean when I say that, when I see that meme, I tell people, hey, and also leaving them absolutely nothing but a prayer at 18 is also a generational curse. What do I mean? A lot of other people at 18, they already have their children a college tuition, college fund, a savings, a car that they're going to pass down, real estate, a house that they're going to pass down to their children, mutual funds, index funds, stocks, bonds, life insurance, and probably, and some of them, business to pass down to their children at 18. Our children, we toss them a hot prayer and say, good luck, hope you make it. And that's that. Then we sit and we wonder, why are these kids robbing, carjacking, stealing, killing? Also, group economics. Why are we spending 98% of our money outside our community? We so quick to tell people, we don't have it. We don't have the money. Well, that's not true. We spend 1.3. We are the biggest consumers in the world. Help it make sense. And we spend 98% of that outside our community. We allow everybody else to come in our community, get good money. Oh, they eating. They don't hire from the community. They don't live in the community. They definitely don't shop in the community. And we take our dollars so our youngsters can go to the corner store and get a job. They can't go down the street and say, all right, go to that corner store right there, get you a job to make ends meet while you go to college. We can't do that because we don't shop in our community. So ain't no businesses in our community. These children are left to carjack and to hustle on the street corner. However, I would hustle somebody that, I would respect more somebody that hustle than to rob. I don't like a thief. You got the same 24 hours a day I do. I watch people cross over that border, and within a year they're financially free. Facts. Within a year they're financially free. Some of them make $15 an hour in their country, a month, $15 a month in their country. They get here, they like, whoa, wait a minute, I can just work at Mickey D's, get hired the same day, and I can make $15 an hour? What? Wait a minute, I'm finna eat. I'm finna work 3 jobs. Buy me a crib, start a business, and I'm gravy. That's it. I watch people stand on the street corner in Atlanta and in some of these hot states, and they hustle waters on the street corner. I saw a young girl on the street corner at 11, 12. And if my math is correct, she bought the 48 bottle of water for like $3. I bought like 3 or 4 of them while I was waiting on the red light. Like, yo, I need 3 or 4 of these joints. She made probably $100, $200 an hour. You could go knock on doors. You could go shovel snow. You could do anything in this country to make it. You don't have to rob somebody. And that's why I think these youngsters do need some of them. Not all of them. Some of them need to go to jail for a long time. But I think, sometimes people turn their children in to let them know that I ain't gonna play with you. Ain't no games to be played here. And I get it. It's an honorable thing to do. It is. If the system, it's an honorable thing to do, but the system should grant, if you do your time, you didn't pay your debt to society. That's it. When you walk out them doors, that should be it. You should be able to wipe your slate clean and go on about your life. But they want you to be trapped forever. They want you to come back. And once you get back out on them streets and you cannot find a job, you're like, why should I continue going to school? Anybody gonna hire me? So now I gotta work this crappy job, try to feed my family. My wife looking at me like, oh, you bum. And you can't get a good job. So now your wife is on your back, children on your back, community's on your back. Back against the wall. And guess what you do? Pick up a gun, you get back out there. And guess what the police is like? Oh, see, here he come, there you go. Been waiting on you, buddy. And that prison been like, yup, see, when you're 18, see, there we go. You deserve more time on your sentence there, buddy. This time, we're going to give you triple the time. How about that? And it's a cycle. And we're leading right into it. We are leading, and we are leading our children right into that trap. We leave them nothing at 18. And we walk them right into that trap. At 18, they should be just focused on school. That's it. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys Michael Jordan. Look at where your hand's at there, homie. Nah, Mary J is a good-looking sister, though. I ain't mad at you, Mike, but we see you, Mike. We see you, though. We see you, Mike. You saw that halftime show. Michael ain't slick. You see where your hand at there, Mike. You ain't slick, homie. This brother here, Michigan, Juwan Howard. Come on, man. You have to be an example for them children. You are an example. You cannot let somebody's words trigger you because you are the example for these youngsters. These youngsters got too much at stake. Their lives are at risk. In a high school, that's a matter of them after school getting that. So you got to be wary of your temper. You got to have some restraint. He's suspended for the rest of the year, fined $40,000 for that incident. All right? Should have just walked away. He was mad that they called a timeout. They lost. He's the coach of Michigan. They lost to Wisconsin. He was upset about a timeout. Went to confront the coach. Somebody else tried to break it up. Said something, and he ended up hitting an assistant coach. Come on, man. You got to have more restraint. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. These youngsters are watching, and they also lost their cool, and they got into that. And you could end up, one of these kids could lose their career. They're headed to the pros, some of them. and you just jeopardized their career because you couldn't hold your restraint. You gotta have more restraint, man. Anyway, I want you guys to like, comment, let me know. Would you turn your child in or not? Shout out to everybody sending me stories. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, peace.